Hey folks, JD here, and today we're going to be taking out this ZD Power for a bit of a bash. Before we do though, I got to make one omission, and that is this battery pack. When I plugged it into my charger, it came up and said it was a 3S, and then because I said in the unboxing it was a 2S, it's not, it is 3. There are the 3 cells, one there, and one there. Right, let's see how this goes. So what are my thoughts? What am I thinking? Well, I'm thinking I might break it, but we'll certainly give it a try and see how she does. That wheel on the front is certainly not looking very good. Look at that. That's really poking out. Why is that? Looks like it's not actually on properly, but it is. It just looks like that's a little bit right. Odd. Update. So we've got one of the arms is unhooked, which is why there's no power going to this wheel, so it must have unhooked from one of the jumps. And also there's this little bit inside here which actually hooks into the bottom of the arm at the bottom there and actually clicks into place like this one does there, see there? And it's not, it's popped out. Alright then folks, let's have a little look and see what's happened here. So it's over the left hand side here of the truck. As you can see, we've lost one of the rods here at the back, and we've also underneath here dislodged one of the wheel itself from out of its housing. Okay, so after a lot of digging, this is essentially what's happened. So we know that we've lost power to the wheel. That's okay, we can sort that out. That's not the biggest issue here. What happened to cause all these issues is underneath here there's a bolt that should be running that holds on the wheel of the truck to this particular bracket here. In the same vein as we have one that runs at the top here, we have one that runs at the bottom. Now the one that runs at the bottom looks like that, right? Just this little screw at the end there, just that little bolt there. So this little bit of plastic here, sorry, this little bit of metal here screws in, and then the bottom end of the truck connects and slips into there. So you've got a couple of mil of clearance there. So here is the bracket off the wheel, and inside here, that is where everything goes together. So you've got your bolt in the top there, and you've got your spacer divider in the bottom there. Okay, fully repaired. Front end back on, and actually working properly. If we put it down, you should be able to see, yeah, you can see that this wheel is now 100% straight. Okay, we are in full bash mode now, so nowhere better to bring it than to take it back to the place where I first broke it, and that is back into our skate park. So we're just going around the bowl here a few times, and you know what, this car is very good at a few things. It's very fast, it's quick off the mark, the 4-wheel drive works extremely well. It jumps extremely well as well. It's very well balanced, this particular car. As you're watching this, I will tell you that I broke it again in exactly the same place, in exactly the same tyre, exactly the same place as the first time. So obviously there's a weak spot there. Now I'm looking to see what can be done for, you know, like aftermarket parts or something that I can fabricate myself in order to fix that properly. But it does look as if this particular car has got a weak spot on that left hand side. Now I bashed it like this for about 5 or 10 minutes, and then I landed it quite awkwardly on the rear of the car, not the front, on the rear. And that then is what caused, from that point onwards, the wheel didn't turn forward properly on the front, so it was probably just enough to knock that off. But yeah, overall I like it. I reckon there are better trucks on the market for you to buy than this, honestly. I mean, my particular issue that I have with it has obviously caused a weak spot in the plastic. It doesn't look as if there's a weak spot there, although we can see from it happening again after the repair that obviously there is something wrong. So I'm just going to keep this as my bashing truck pretty much. I think there are a couple of really good positives with it. One of them being it's fast, another one being it's stable, another one being it's well balanced. But of course I've had this issue again. So I'm going to be using this just as a pure bashing truck, something I bash to hell and back with. I mean, I've ruined the body on it. The body is shattered in 6 or 7 different places. The back end of it is hanging off, and of course I keep on breaking that wheel. So my whole thoughts on it are that I think it is a fantastic little bashing truck, but I cannot recommend it at all, in all honesty, just simply because the first bash from the first part of this video was best part of about 3 or 4 minutes long, and that was what the whole issue was, is that the wheel itself was knackered after 3 or 4 minutes. A second attempt was a lot better. I'm going to see if I can make it stronger, but of course that's going to be things that I'm doing to it, not that how you get it out of the gate. So I think, yeah, as I say, it's a great little bashing truck. I'm going to have it as exactly that, just a bashing truck. But honestly, I've broken it twice out of the twice I've driven it. So there we go. I think if you were to drive it on grass or on concrete and not bash it, I think you could have a very successful car here. But the whole point for me is to try and see how far I can take it and see if I can break it. And of course, just doing a couple of jumps like this isn't anything, major, but unfortunately the car couldn't put up with that. So it's a bit of a shame, but at the same time, hey, it doesn't really matter. I've got myself a good looking little bashing truck that I can use, and repair and do a lot of modifications to it. Maybe I'll see whether or not I can turn this into a full metal bashing car and see exactly how far that goes. Probably won't go very well, mind you, but at the same time, let's just give it a shot and see exactly how that ends up. Right, so my full thoughts and conclusions on this is that if you're going to use it on grass, and if you've already got it, and if you're going to use it on grass, and if you're going to use it on concrete, I think it will work very, very well. But any sort of concrete jumps like this, it just doesn't seem suitable for it, which is a bit of a shame because it landed, as you can see from the videos, it landed relatively well, but at the same time, it's just the parts don't look to be good enough. And this recurring issue with the left hand side is just very, very annoying. Right then folks, well I'm going to leave it there. Thanks ever so much for watching and listening. I've been JD, you've been fantastic as always. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe. Hello and welcome to all the new subscribers. I hope you're enjoying the channel. So until next time my friends, happy racing.